Why do people use up so much time critiquing the New World Translation? Translated into over 300 languages and over 240 million copies, the New World Translation is well known and used everywhere around the world. For untold millions of people, their first hands-on experience with any Bible was or is the New World Translation. Millions of people come to know and build a relationship with God, Jesus, and an international brotherhood that will last for all eternity, thanks to the New World Translation. In spite of all this, there are people that will disagree with, all the way up to vehemently oppose, the New World Translation. While many disagree with any Bible that isn't King James, others will spend countless hours or more to speak, write, or make videos on how they personally disagree with the New World Translation, or even fault-find Orthodox scholars that do agree with or endorse the New World Translation. For over 50 years, I have had civil and respectful conversations with people of all education levels about the main issues of the New World Translation. Not all of them have changed their minds, but overall they have come to realize that there are indeed good scholarly reasons as to why the New World Translation is translated as it is. They just simply weren't aware of those reasons. There are volumes of church and college seminary resources that actually endorse the New World Translation. Yes, the New World Translation translators don't just arbitrarily change the New World Translation on whims and fancies willy-nilly. If anything, critics of the New World Translation do arouse thinking people's curiosity. What is the difference? Is it really that erroneous? At that, when we speak with those that are open to hearing both sides of the issue, it creates for us that opportunity to demonstrate how misinformed or uninformed those critics truly are. While critics tend to speak more with those they perceive as new or inexperienced, ones they can win out over, some do claim they speak with elders that don't have the answers. But where in the list of scriptural qualifications for elders is it included that elders must win arguments with prepared debaters? Actually, the scriptures teach the contrary. Still, there are plenty among us that do know and can clearly explain the New World Translation or any of our beliefs. These happen to be the ones many critics tend to shy away from or avoid. During the worst of the COVID pandemic, while I was limited to staying at home, I have produced brief videos that reveal a bit of what scholars and their writings say about each of those hot topics in the New World Translation. Whether it be a God of John 1:1, God's name in the New Testament, and others. Each topic is discussed in a standalone video. This video is different though. The subject here is, why do people critique, denounce the New World Translation? Why are there those that spend so much of their time writing books, making videos, and even holding seminars against the New World Translation? Isn't it much easier and wiser to simply move on and use another translation? True, the New World Translation is by far our #1 preferred choice, but that doesn't mean, if need be, we won't use other translations. An advantage of using just one translation, it unites us in reading the exact same words, in contrast to trying to follow along using multiple and varying translations, as happens in so many denominations, if they use the Bible at all, that is. We have conventions where tens of thousands of Christian attendees are all united using just one single translation. Who else is doing that? The year was 1973 when I had my very first conversation with Jehovah's Witnesses. I told them right out, I don't want to use your Bible, let's use my King James Bible. We ended up in a very enjoyable conversation and didn't even want it to end, but it was already over 3 hours and getting late. Meantime, we covered the basic teachings of Jehovah's Witnesses from just this very Bible. Actually, all of the basic foundational teachings of Jehovah's Witnesses were already firmly established long before there ever even was a New World Translation. Our beliefs can be and are endorsed using any popular translation, something New World Translation critics rarely, if ever, make known, if they realize it themselves. Many foreign and isolated lands around the world today still don't have the New World Translation in their language, Thus, we have to use other translations, and very successfully at that. So rather than spending so much time critiquing and complaining about one translation, let's talk civilly and respectfully of Christ and the gospel from other translations. Rather than wasting so much time and effort critiquing a certain apple, pick another one. Very simple and upbuilding. Certainly a lot more peaceable, spiritually edifying, and loving. We all have our personal favorite and least favorite translations. Thus, why waste so much time to critique or denounce any translation? Why not instead go and preach a positive message from the translation you favor? That's exactly what Jehovah's Witnesses do. Why not choose a translation that we are all more than pleased to use?